Hello, my first viewer. Good evening. Could you please, can you, good evening, everybody. And yeah, I know that this is my first time to have live on YouTube, but those who are watching, if you are here, I don't know, I cannot see your face, but while I'm waiting right now because I don't know how to operate this thing, but good evening to every one of us. And maybe you are listening out there and you are so excited to learn English. At pwede man pong mag-Tagalog at saka mag-Cebuano at saka mag-Ilonggo pag ikaw po ay gustong mag-usap po tayo sa iba-ibang dialect. So, okay lang po sa akin yun. At gusto ko lang pong makatulong sa inyong lahat. At saka alam ko pong hindi basta-basta ganitong gumamit ng live, but I'm so happy. This is my first time and I'm so excited to give what I have and also to be able also to help other people. And if you are watching right now, I know that this is live, and even though that sometimes because I should keep my word, because though I made this decision to schedule this thing. And if you're watching right now, I have as I posted right now, the title of my life is the greatest secrets on how to learn English. And this is just what I've experienced in life, because you know what, little background, that before I didn't know how to speak English. When I was in high school, I didn't sometimes understand how to learn English. I didn't understand if someone will communicate directly to me. And because this is my desire to learn more English, so I made a way. I keep on searching and really desiring for more, to study, to read, and almost more than 2 decades of searching and studying about this thing, to discover the secrets on how to speak English well, and not just to master English, but also to articulate and also to speak in a native tongue or native language. And for some reasons, you know, I now discovered, you know, the secrets that I've already been doing this to my children. So I have 4 children, and the fourth one is already 5 months old, and but the three, the other one is 20 years old, the other one is 40 years old, and the third is coming to 6 years. And these secrets, secretly, I demonstrated, I taught them and applied these secrets to them, and it did really worked. So uh, to cut the story short, because there is now an evidence that my children know already how to articulate and how to express their emotions in their minds through this secret. So now I'm too excited to share it to you. And if if one thing right now that I should teach to you, the most important part right now is to just ask this question: why is it that it's too difficult for someone to learn this language? Because you know what, language is not really, it does not define intelligence. It's just a language. So if you want to learn Chinese, if you want to learn Japanese, if you want to learn Korean, so it's just a matter of language, and not just, it did not define our intelligence. So we should put that in our heart. We should put that in our mind first. That language or English does not really define intelligence, but it's just a matter of language to learn. But sometimes it's too difficult for this language to discover, because we don't understand how, and we don't understand the why I should learn English, why I should practice this, and why should I put this in my heart to be able to communicate to people. So first of all, I would like to say this to you, I would like to address this to you, that the why is the most important thing to learn in English. So you should know the purpose, you know the why. Why is it that you need to learn English? What is the purpose of it? So if you know the purpose, then it's easy for you to execute and to know the how. And this is what I've been struggling for years. That for me, it's easy. There are group of words and phrases in my mind. So because I've been studying for years and years and years and years, but I don't know how to construct a sentence. I don't know how to put those words and phrases into to become a sentence. So now, first thing that you are going to do to put that in your heart and mind is to really understand that words are powerful. Meaning, if there is one word, then it creates picture in every word. So if you don't understand this, it's sometimes you can hardly express what's in your heart, because it should be, every time you release the words, every time you communicate to people, there should be an emotion to it. You should understand, you should picture it in your mind, that the way you communicate to people is understandable. And because of words or group of words or phrases that you have been deposited already in your mind, so you should be immersed. You should be immersed. You should put that into serious thing. It's not just 1 hour of studying or listening, but your life should be immersed into that language. So how do I explain it to you? This is my little background, that since 1987 up until 2013, if I'm not mistaken. So I went to summer, and because of reasons, family reasons, I stayed there for almost 15 years or 16 years, I think. And my language or my dialect is Ilonggo, so I can hardly understand how to interpret and how to understand waray-waray. But because I was willing to learn. So what I did is to buy a waray-waray dictionary with English to it, and I started to read. And if I don't understand the word, so I automatically grab the dictionary, the English dictionary and Tagalog English dictionary, and read it so that I can understand that word in waray-waray. For example, there is a word that says mahigugmaon or loving, mahigugmaon. So should I say, when there is a word in waray-waray that says mahusay, So, mahusay in English, it means beautiful. So in Tagalog, it means skillful. So it is so important for us to be serious about this language, not just to hear and then just pass it on to our 2 ears and go back again to our own routine, but no, to learn English, there must be an immersion. Immersion meaning you are going to immerse yourself. You are being, no. If you want to learn English so fast, first thing that we're going to do is to be immersed in that language. Not just to just go to another country, especially America, to stay there for a couple of months or a couple of years for you to learn English. But even though that you are not, no, in an environment where people can speak English, but it's easy for you to adapt this language because you have now the secret on how to develop yourself personally and how to be able to harness your potential to learn language that you know how to do it and how to help other people. So meaning, excuse me. So first thing that you're gonna do right now, this is the first thing. I will not give you the textbooks or dictionary, but first thing that you're going to do right now is to be immersed. So meaning immersed, no, if you are now a Cebuano, so mas nindot, no, kung gusto nimo ganahan ka mo konsulti sa English, so imong himuon murag gimarinate nimo imong pagalingon ba na usab mo nagpalit kag bangros ng pangos, nagpalit kag pangos niya, gusto nimo nga pirituhon siya o delicious siya sa imong kaunon, sa imong ang imong pag-taste nimo. So imong himuon laktan nimo siya og mga panakot o imo siyang imarinate sa langgaw og suka o imo siyang patiniran, no, o mga 2 ka oras. Unya pagkatapos ana imong pirituhon. So naay gyud delicious, no, imong panabor, no, makakaon ka o saboroso, no, or delicious nga putahe sa bangros tungod kay imo siyang gimarinate. So ibig sabihin pag i-marinate nimo ang butang or ang isda, so ang iyang anang kasulod-suluran or kasusudlan ana niya nga murag lang na ay mga panakot ana dira. So meaning if you are going to immerse yourself in English, there is no reason for you to number 1 is to be immersed, meaning you should be marinated in that language, no, in everything that you do and wherever you go, just be soaked and be marinated into that language. Meaning, when you learn English, you are just transferring a place. Like, for example, America, and those in your mind, you are picturing people who are speaking in English. And you are put yourself in that environment that for you, all the words that come into your mind are not other dialects but English language. That's one thing that you are going to learn English. First is be immersed, be saturated, should I say. So I will just give you an example on how the child or the baby should learn other dialects or language. If that child is being raised in a family, in an environment of purely Ilonggo dialect or Hiligaynon, or should I say Cebuano or Tagalog, so what will happen if that baby will not will not hear another dialect or language, I guarantee that that child will listen or will be immersed into a dialect of Cebuano or a dialect of Tagalog or language of Tagalog, or should I say Hiligaynon. So why? Because the the words, the only language or dialect that that baby can learn and can absorb is the dialect every day. So don't expect that your child can learn English if your child is being raised in an environment where people are speaking a different dialects or languages. So that's it. That's the thing. That's the principle. If you want to learn in English, you should be immersed in a specific place, in a specific environment where there are no dialect at all or languages at all, only that English. Meaning, I advise you if you want to learn English so fast because you are now in that season of immersion for 6 months. No, it's so advisable for you to be immersed, to be saturated, to be marinated within 6 months. Meaning you don't need to speak, you don't need to write, but number two, secret is to listen. So first is to be immersed because you know the why, you know the purpose, why you should learn in English, because you know the reason why. Your purpose is to be able to communicate to the people and even to the foreign people, and in order for you also to be able to relate, to articulate, to articulate in your mind or from your mind the way you communicate to people, the way you say and define and express yourself in a form of an English. So that's so important, to immerse yourself and to be saturated by that language, not other languages or not other dialects, but purely English. So meaning, for example, for me, little did I know that if I would want to speak and even to develop myself on how I pronounce words, on how I construct sentence, and how I use phrases, so I should be immersed in only in one language, that's English. So meaning, number two is listening. One is immersion. Number two secret. Number two secret is listening. So meaning you cannot. It's impossible for you to speak in English without first underwent or undergo or process of immersion. Meaning when you are being immersed in that season, or should I say in that incubation for 6 months, it is a place where your mindset is being established. Meaning, like for example, all of your studying when it comes to English or textbooks, you erased, you remove all, you unlearn things in your life, and then you start to adapt, you start to absorb what you want, the words, the group of words, the phrases. And the most exciting thing is when you are immersed in that span of 6 months, there will be a fast development on how you understand English. Number one is understanding. It's so important for you to understand first. The reading, when you are being immersed in that language. So one thing that you are going to experience is you understand. Okay, you understand the conversation, you understand the language, but you cannot express it right away because more secrets be added for you to be developed and to express what's in your mind and what's in your heart. That's the thing. That's why I'm so excited. That's why I'm telling you, before I don't understand English. I don't understand. I didn't understand during the conversation. Okay, I could hardly understand when someone would speak, no, in front of me in a pure way of conversation or in a pure of communication when it comes to English. And number two, I could not speak straight. There is no fluidity. There is no expression. Because for me, before I speak, no, in English, before I speak and deliver what I want to deliver to the people, I should first create a sentence in my mind. For example, if I am Ilonggo, I should put a sentence in my mind. For example, I would say, okay, diin ka makadto. Okay, diin ka makadto. Oh, where are you going? So if if I want or if I want to speak English that time, that year before, I should first create a sentence in my mind in a form of an Ilonggo and then translate it to English. So I could hardly express because there are lots of interpretations going on in my mind. But you know what? When you are being saturated by English alone, so maybe if you want to purely speak in English and to be developed so fast, first secret is to be immersed yourself in that language. Meaning, you don't need to speak your own dialect. You don't need to listen to Tagalog. You don't need to listen to Chinese or other languages except English. That's what we call immersion in our term. In my training before, in way back 1987, it is called incubation. Meaning, if you are being incubated in a certain place, then you don't have any right to go out. You should stay in the camp. You should be immersed when it comes to the culture of that environment, the way they behave, the way they understand something, the way you are being trained in the camp. You should follow the rules and regulations. No time for you to go out, no time for you to stay out, but to stick to what you believe in the specific camp, to be immersed. No, when it comes to personality, when it comes to mindset, when it comes to behavior, when it comes to believing. So incubation is like immersion, meaning you are the things that you have learned before, if it's not effective, the way you learn textbooks or the way you study grammar, so you should first set aside, just empty all of your learnings for you to be developed and to start a fresh mindset that English is the only thing in your mind. Okay? The only language in your mind. That's called immersion. Because when you are being immersed for 6 months without speaking other dialects, number two is listening. So immersion, listening. No. So what are the things that I'm going to listen to? What are those things that I need and I should and I want to watch? Of course, no. You just go back if you want to learn and to watch the right videos and right movies. Just go back to the kids' videos like Tayo. Okay, Tayo is a channel, a kids channel that have different actors and personalities. No, it is like it is a car. No, lots of cars and buses that have a conversation, different characters. So it is purely good pronunciation and also grammatically correct, and it can be easily understood by the listener. So Tayo is a very good tool for you to listen for 6 months, immersing and listening to Tayo. So Tayo meaning, you know, how many hours do I need to listen? How many hours do I need to listen, to watch? So the maximum hours that you're going to watch every day if you want to learn so fast that there is no more struggle anymore after 6 months. And I would advise for you to just watch at least 3 hours a day. 3 hours a day to immerse yourself and to listen, to watch and to listen, to watch and to listen, and to immerse and to put that emotion and words, expressions in your mind and in your heart to really adapt and to really embrace that language with passion, with excitement, with joy. For me, more than 3 hours. Okay, more than 3 hours of immersion, and if I had if I have time, then I set aside time to listen and to listen, to listen, just listening and listening and listening and listening, listening and listening and listening and listening and listening to time, listening to kids channels, because no, because it's a good environment for natural conversation. It's so important for us to learn in a natural conversation, the way we relate to people. That's so important. No, just don't mind about the grammar, don't mind about the phrases, but first of all, listening and listening and listening. First is immersion, meaning you grab, you embrace that word, that language, English, put it in your mind and heart every day of your life and get excited about it. And then watch tayo movie and kids movies. Oh, and then you can relate, you can understand easily because it's kids, it's children's conversation, meaning children's conversations are not hard to understand. It's basic. It's basic when it comes to grammar. It's basic when it comes to phrases and words. It's basic. So let's first be established in a basic kind of sentence or English, because the most important part is our foundation. So if we don't know the foundation, then we can hardly express it in our own expression, the way we relate, the way we communicate to people. That's why, for me, I was astounded right now. I was astounded. I was really amazed. This is not the way I speak right now. Okay? This is not the way I speak. I am the number one advertisement, the byproduct of these secrets. Number one is immersion. Number two is listening or watching tayo and kids channels in YouTube. And also, many YouTube channels who are really good in English. Especially American English or American accent. So there are lots of things on YouTube that you should learn. Aside from tayo and other kids channels, I would advise us to just go this English by A.G. Hope. So he is a type of a person, the master of English, that is willing to help you. I am the byproduct of that person. I am one of his students in that area, and I'm so happy because you know what? I've been watching him for free. Okay, I didn't give any single centavo for his channel and for that person. I'm so happy. I'm so privileged, and for that person, I'm so happy. I'm so privileged, and I'm so happy. That's why freely I received this. Freely I would give to people. And this, I'm just telling you the truth and the secrets for you to crack, for you to hack, and for you to be developed in your personal life, in your personal training on how to improve your life, on how to improve yourself, training on how to improve your life, on how to improve yourself when it comes to English. So immerse yourself. Number two is watch tayo and other kids channels, and also just go to the channel of Effortless English by A.G. Hulk. Okay, and then watch watch and listen and watch and listen for 6 months. Okay? You don't speak first. Just listen, be immersed. Listen, immerse. Watch and listen. Watch and listen. Just plug in your earphones. Okay? And just be immersed and just watch and listen and immerse and watch and listen so that your perspective, your mindset will be developed. And you know what? I will tell you the truth. This is really the truth. That number three secret. The secret number three, immersion by watching Tayo, the Little Bass, and other children's channel, and also by studying the principles of effortless English by AJ Hall. And the third is this secret: you will be amazed on how to express your words, okay? Your words, and how to develop and speak English so clear without a shadow of thinking, without a shadow of doubt. You're no longer thinking, you're no longer composing words in your mind and your hearts, but it's just like it's like water. It's just like a reservoir that you pull words. No, it's not. It's longer. It is no longer it's a struggle for you to think and how to use the words, but just like just flowing and coming out from your mind and hearts to express what's in your mind, to express because you were immersed already, and now you watched already videos and children's videos and effortless English. Now because I'm so grateful, because I'm so thankful for AJ. So I will advertise his channel, and you will not regret the way he gives you the instruction and the principles. That's the principles, and just the understanding that textbooks are not effective at this, even in the history. Textbooks and modules for you to learn, it's not effective. The most effective secret, okay, is to listen. To listen. To listen. Number one is to be immersed. To listen, to be immersed. Watch and listen. Watch and listen. And then put earphones on your ears and then start to listen. Okay, listen. Don't listen to Tagalog. Don't listen to Cebuano or Ilonggo. Listen to English. And that's the thing, because immerse by watching, and then you will be surprised how you express the words in your mind. It's not a struggle anymore, but you are now enjoying, because what you are telling the people, what you are trying to say and express to the people, now you understand. Okay? Before you say, now you understand how you deliver the message to the people. That's the secrets on how to learn so fast. Because you know what? If you know how to express and no more struggles when it comes to English. But let me tell you something. I just want to clarify. Even though that you now can express what's in your mind and the way you pronounce words, because you underwent or you undergo the process of immersion for 6 months and listening for 6 months, and then now it's easy for you to express what's inside your heart and what's inside your mind. Then it's not yet finished, meaning there are lots of additional supports and complements for you to learn, like for example words and phrases and idioms. No, that's the one factor that you should train and discipline yourself, because you know what, phrases are group of words that are so important on how to use it wisely. No, in a place of training, in a place of delivering the message to the people. So this is the thing, this is what I want for you. You are now listening, and I am not Remember, I am not a master in English, but I know how to express what's in my mind. And it's no longer a struggle for me to say something because I now understand what I'm trying to say to you, what I'm trying to deliver to the people. Because of immersion, because of watching movies like or watching channels like the kids or Tayo, the little bus, and also the channel of AJ Effortless English. So, and let us put that in our hearts and mind that there is no reason for you to say, I'm old, I can hardly speak, can hardly pronounce because I am old already. No, it's a myth. Okay, don't say that because uh, you are old already, then you will not learn English. Remember that why is it that it's easy for a child to learn English so fast? You know why the reason? You know the reason why a child can learn English so fast? Okay? Even though the parents can hardly speak English, even though the parents are not the great teachers for that child, you know what's the difference between a parent and a child? The parent would always speak dialect, but the child is exposed every day in an environment of English. So that's how you understand so fast. So meaning, don't expect that you will be developed as a person to speak English fluently or to speak, to express yourself in a form of English or an English without first immersing yourself and exposing yourself hours by hours in that environment where people or group are speaking in English. The child, okay, a little child would can has the ability later on to express what's inside her mind or her heart or his heart because the child every day keeps on listening, okay, keeps on listening and feeding his mind, his mind, not other languages or dialect, but pure English because the mom or the dad, okay, are feeding the child with videos, with movies, with podcasts, with English language. But us, because we are adults already, so sometimes we're just listening and we're not interested anymore. That's why we can hardly speak English. That's why we can. It's hard for us to express in our mind, in our thoughts, because we are not interested, because we are not being immersed in that environment of English. It's more on exposure. Okay, so even though that, for example, I'm being surrounded with people who do not understand or do not speak English. Okay, it's not a guarantee that I cannot learn English. It's up to me. Okay, I can learn still. I can still learn English even though I am being surrounded. Okay, with being surrounded with people who do not know how to speak English, because I dare to immerse myself within 6 months, to immerse myself in one language, and also not just immerse but to listen and to watch English English uh, English training and language like Tayo, the bus, the little bus, or effortless English. So, and then you will be surprised. And number three, then it's easy for you to develop yourself and to collect, okay, more and more and more and more and more and more and more additional tips for you to be developed on how to construct and how to articulate your language by applying and studying and training yourself to absorb phrases, idioms every day. So it's good and it's a wonderful experience for you to learn it. So, and you know what? Thank you so much. And I, I know that even though that you are not watching live, but I'm so happy. I am expressing myself. I'm so happy. I'm now. I am the most happiest person on earth. Why? Because now I gave what I have. That's it. I give what I have. I I set aside my time for you right now because I'm so concerned about you. Because I know that you've been searching, you've been looking out for people who could express his or her heart to you. And that's why I know that this is now your turn to be able and to become a blessing to the people around you. So thank you so much for watching, and always remember that if there's if there is if there is a will, if there's a will, there is a way. So kung pag gusto, maraming paraan. Okay? And then actually this is not just but the last time that we are going to meet, but this is just an introduction, and I gave to you the 3 secrets on how to learn and to be developed as a good native speaker, and to be able also to harness and to develop your potential to learn in English. So thank you so much. And first of all, immersion is very important. Listening and watching is very important. Okay, I gave to you already the site and the channels. And also is number 3 is to absorb words and phrases every day. Okay, 3 secrets for you to develop within 6 months without speaking, without trying to speak, but listening and immersing and immersion to the English, because you know the why, and if you know the why, then it's easy for you to know the how. It's easy for you to speak because you know and understand the why, and also because you're excited and you love what you do, then you are going to experience this kind of expression to speak in English without any uh, without struggling, but it's really there is a continuity and spontaneity in your words. But phrases, number 3, are so important. Words and phrases to be converged together, and it's now your discipline and habit to pull and to get one phrase at a time every day, to learn it and to put it into action, to understand it by heart, to understand, to picture it in your mind, and also you can apply it, and also you can share it, you can demonstrate it, you can articulate the phrase or that one phrase in a form of a sentence. So that's one thing that you are going to experience, because you know and understand the immersion and also the listening, and then now the phrases and the idioms, words and phrases, idioms that you should apply and learn one day at a time. So thank you for listening, and I know that I'm not wasting my time. I didn't waste my time. I'm enjoying right now, and see you on my next live. Thank you for watching this. Bye bye, and God bless us all.